Okay, guys, I planned my whole day around providing this to you because I said I was gonna, and I am gonna, but I do have to write an offer. So I'm going to record 2024, how I wrap up the year and unpack everything that kind of happened in my business. And then I'm gonna write the offer, and then I will work on 2025. So if I'm wearing the same outfit in the 2025 video, I got it all done in one day. If not, that's okay. All right. So the first thing I like to do is I call it like purge the year that's just wrapping up in a celebratory way, an eventy way. It doesn't matter. Just like it helps me connect to the last 365 days. Like, what did I do? Where did I go? What did I sell? Who did I work for? How did it feel? And I know one of my needs is like to be seen and witnessed, and I'm able to provide that to myself. So I will either type or write down all the things I can think of in 2024. Just messy. This is just a purge, so it's just messy. I will either, like I said, write it, type it, or speak it. I might speak it to myself in a voice text. I voice text myself sometimes when I need to process something. Or I might walk around my house saying it out loud and then make some notes. It doesn't really matter. My point is I spend a couple of hours connecting to the year that's wrapping up. Who did I work for? How did it go? What did I sell? What worked well? Where did I fall short? What felt easy? What felt hard? What's my overall, flavor of the year? Then I like to, when that's fresh in me, I like to find 3 wins. And with each of those wins, I work through a little 3-step journal process. So when I'm choosing those wins, I like to really connect to was this premeditated, right? Was this a pre-planned thing I had hoped to accomplish in 2024? So I'll give you real life examples. And also, I did this same framework, 12 months ago. So when I look at the year, there are things that I set myself up as big goals to do that now get to be my wins, and that feels really, really good. So yeah, the reason I choose those premeditated or pre-planned ones is it ends up honestly it helps me see myself as trustworthy, as confident, and as a woman of my word. So that when I go to make intentions for 2025, I'm of the energy of yeah, I said I was going to do these things last year and I did them, and here were my 3 favorite wins from that work. So I like to really set the mindset for that and the feeling, the actual feeling in my heart about myself before I jump into setting new intentions. So, one of my highlights of 2024 in my business was this November. I was first out of all the 460 realtors for sales volume, which was awesome, but that was not pre-planned. That was not expected. That was a highlight and something that ended up in my purge journal, but it is not one of my big wins because I did not set that intention, take action, hold myself to it, and work towards it, right? So instead, one of my big wins was that I wanted to advance the systems of my business and train my administrator to take on a lot of those cyclical tasks and about 80% of the admin work in my business. I wanted to do that so that I could focus more on the part of my business that I actually love, which is hands-on client care, presence, and selling things. So that was a huge win. 12 months ago, I sat here and wrote that down as my focus. And, I really devoted my year to that. It wasn't super hard. It just required a lot of consistency and responsibility, self-responsibility. And here we are. So that feels so good to me. Okay, so we take, again, that's one of my 3 wins. And I'm going to take that win because it's my example for you. And I'm going to pull 3 things out of it to really ground into the benefits of accomplishing that thing. And I'm going to pull out these 3 things out of each of my 3 wins. I hope that makes sense. So, I forgot to put my mic on. Oh, is it too late? This is how authentic I am. I'm not even shy of this. We are going to pray that it doesn't change any audio. Okay, ready? I hope you can still hear me, and hopefully it's even more clear now. Okay. So my example of admin and systems the 3 things I'm going to pull out. Step number 1, which actions did I take to accomplish this win? Which actions did I take and which qualities within myself did I have to call on, right? So for that example, if I stay with that for a minute to show you, I had to orchestrate a year-long plan with timelines. When am I sending out my newsletters? You know, the week before those newsletters need to go out, it was in my calendar that I was going to start researching and planning and writing and recording. And that's just one tiny little chunk, right? The whole year, all the business admin stuff was pre-planned for the entire year. And I did that last December. I had to then follow those action steps. So when I got the notification like, oh, tomorrow you have to do newsletter research, I had to actually do it. And for someone with undiagnosed ADHD, which I'm quite certain is real for me, those are things I have to learn, and then I have to actually hold my own feet to the fire to make them happen, okay? Anyways, qualities, that's right. So the qualities in myself that I possess, that I had to call forward to actually get those actions done, were to be organized, which is not easy for me. I had to be consistent. I had to be committed to the year-long plan that I built for myself, and I had to be patient with training and onboarding and all of the things. So those things made me a better leader. They made me a better delegator, and they gave me my win. So that was huge. So again, for each win, we're going to ask specifically which actions did I need to take to accomplish this, and which of my qualities did I need to call on to make it happen, right? Second thing we're going to pull out of the win is, what did this win provide me with? So staying with my example, oh my gosh, I was able to receive so much freedom. Freedom from the parts of my business that I dislike. Okay? There are parts of running a business that I don't enjoy that I was able to hand off and be free from. Okay? Which gave me so much more time and space and capacity to spend time doing what I want to do in my business. Connect with humans, negotiate deals, close deals. Love that. So in doing that, in restructuring that, I was able to make way more money than prior years with way less effort, which is the goal, right? So I was writing that down. I was just like, yes, this is awesome. It feels like I'm in ease and flow. And what a thing to provide myself with through structure, right? And then the third thing I'm going to pull out of each win is, can I deepen this in 2025 even better? Or is it functioning just fine right now? And I will say that mine is functioning just fine right now. I've reviewed it a couple of times in the last year, and it's doing good. So I don't need to bring that, so strictly into the next year, because most of that has now become habit for me. So those are the ways I like to dissect or suck the juice out of each of my 3 wins, which is a really beautiful way to give some gratitude and some appreciation for myself, for my work that I did in the last 12 months.